Most Japan guides show you quiet temples and calm, old spots. They tell you about soft, subtle tastes you might find. But then you hit the streets of Tokyo or Kyoto. Suddenly, you're faced with wild, bright treats. Desserts that explode with amazing flavor or have the most unexpected jiggly moves. How can one country hold both extremes? Get ready to see the sweet, real truth.
Number 1. Mochi.
Let's kick things off with a true classic. If you've never had real mochi, you're in for a surprise. It's made from a special glutinous rice that's pounded until it becomes this super soft, smooth dough. The texture is what it's all about. It's soft, a little sticky, and has this satisfying chewiness you just don't get anywhere else. Sometimes it's served simply, maybe grilled with a little sugar, but it's incredible when it's filled. The classic version is stuffed with sweet red bean paste, but you can also find modern versions with fresh strawberries or even ice cream. As amazing as this chewy classic is, our next dessert takes things in a completely different direction.
Number 2. Matcha parfait.
This isn't just ice cream in a cup, it's a work of art. The matcha parfait is a tall glass packed with incredible layers, designed to be seen and eaten. It usually starts with rich, earthy matcha soft serve, but as you dig deeper, you'll find all kinds of surprises. Think chewy mochi balls, sweet red bean paste, fluffy whipped cream, and maybe some fruit or jelly. Every single spoonful is a new combination of flavors and textures. It's a perfect example of a dessert that's both elegant and completely over the top. But if a towering dessert isn't your style, our next treat is a warm, handheld classic you won't want to miss.
Number 3. Dorayaki.
This is that comforting, handheld classic. Imagine two small, fluffy pancakes pressed together to make a sweet little sandwich. Inside, you find the traditional filling, a sweet red bean paste called anko. If you've ever seen the famous cartoon cat Doraemon, you'll recognize these instantly. They're his absolute favorite. You often find them being made fresh at festivals and food stalls, still warm and delicious. White red bean is the go-to. You can also find modern versions with fillings like chocolate or matcha cream. It's the perfect simple treat. But our next dessert is anything but simple.
Number 4. Taiyaki.
These are all the flavors that they have today. Look, smell them. This one smells like peanuts, so that's probably the peanut one. I love the little packaging. It's so cute.
You can't walk through a Japanese festival without smelling these. Taiyaki is a hot, fish-shaped waffle that's crispy on the outside and packed with a warm filling. While the most traditional filling is sweet red bean paste, the options today are endless. You can find them stuffed with anything from custard and chocolate to green tea cream or even savory cheese. They're a classic street food snack for a reason.
Matcha cream, caramel cream, peanuts. Smells so good. They're so fluffy.
They're delicious, warm, and perfect to eat while you explore. But while this treat is handheld, our next one definitely requires a spoon.
Number 5. Daifuku.
Think of this as mochi with a delicious secret inside. Daifuku is a soft, chewy rice cake wrapped around a sweet filling. The outside is incredibly delicate and pillowy, and the best part is the surprise in the center. The classic version is stuffed with sweet red bean paste, a flavor you'll find everywhere in Japan. But the real showstopper is Ichigo Daifuku, which has a whole, fresh strawberry tucked inside. That mix of chewy mochi, sweet paste, and juicy fruit is just incredible. This treat is all about soft textures, but our next one brings the crunch.
Number 6. Japanese souffle pancakes.
Forget everything you know about breakfast. These aren't your typical flat pancakes. They're thick, incredibly airy, and so light they jiggle with the slightest movement. Seriously, it's like eating a sweet, fluffy cloud. The secret is a special meringue batter that gives them their incredible height. They're usually stacked 2 or 3 high and topped with fresh fruit, whipped cream, and a dusting of powdered sugar. This is a dessert you'll definitely want to sit down for. But our next treat is a Japanese classic you can find almost anywhere.
Number 7. Warabi mochi.
This might look like regular mochi, but it's a completely different experience. Instead of rice, it's made from bracken starch, giving it this amazing, jelly-like texture that basically melts in your mouth. It's usually served chilled in jiggly little cubes, completely covered in a nutty, roasted soybean powder called kinako. To finish it off, it's drizzled with a rich, dark sugar syrup called kuromitsu. That mix of the cool, soft mochi and the sweet, nutty flavors is unbelievably refreshing. But if a delicate, chilled dessert isn't your thing, our next one is a showstopper you can't miss.
Number 8. Anmitsu.
If you want a dessert that's a feast for the eyes, this is it. Think of it as the ultimate Japanese dessert bowl. It starts with a base of clear, refreshing jelly cubes called kanten. Then, it gets loaded up with all sorts of goodies, chewy little mochi balls, a scoop of sweet red bean paste, and a mix of colorful fruits. Sometimes you'll even find a scoop of ice cream on top. The whole thing is brought together with a drizzle of rich, dark sugar syrup. It's an amazing combination of textures and is incredibly refreshing. And mitsu is all about combining different elements into one perfect bowl. But our next treat takes one single flavor and turns it into an obsession.
Number 9. Castella cake.
This dessert might look simple, but don't let that fool you. It's basically a legend in Japan. Castella cake was actually brought over by Portuguese traders to the city of Nagasaki more than 500 years ago. It's made with just a few basic ingredients like flour, eggs, and sugar, but the result is a cake that's incredibly moist, rich, and has a perfectly dense, chewy texture. Today you can find it in modern flavors like honey or cherry blossom, but the classic version is a masterclass in simplicity. This cake is a true timeless classic. But our next treat is something a little more playful.
Number 10. Yokan.
This might look like a simple block, but it's one of Japan's oldest and most elegant sweets. Yokan is a firm, dense jelly dessert made from red bean paste, sugar, and agar, which is basically a jelly that comes from seaweed. It's not jiggly and light. It has a rich, smooth texture that melts in your mouth. You often see it served in perfect little slices next to a cup of green tea. The classic flavor is sweet red bean, but you can also find it with matcha or chestnuts inside. This is a dessert that's all about simple, refined flavors. But our next treat is a modern, crunchy snack you won't be able to put down.
Number 11. Kakigori.
If you think this is just a snow cone, think again. Kakigori is on a whole other level. The ice is shaved so incredibly fine that it has the light, fluffy texture of fresh snow. It instantly melts in your mouth. This giant, colorful mountain of ice is then drenched in sweet syrups, from classic strawberry to rich matcha green tea, and often finished with a drizzle of condensed milk. This is the ultimate way to cool down during a hot Japanese summer, and it's a dessert you absolutely can't miss. This icy treat is a perfect summer escape, but our final dessert is a delicate masterpiece you can enjoy all year round.
Number 12. Hokkaido milk soft serve.
You can find soft serve all over Japan, with amazing flavors like matcha and black sesame. But the one you absolutely have to try is the original, Hokkaido milk. The island of Hokkaido is Japan's dairy capital, famous for its high-quality milk, and you can taste that quality in every single bite. This soft serve is insanely rich, unbelievably creamy, and has a pure, sweet milky flavor that's just perfect on its own. It's simple, elegant, and honestly, it might just be the best soft serve you will ever taste. So, we've gone on a journey. And now you know Japan isn't just quiet temples and subtle flavors. It's also these wild, baked, and unbelievably delicious desserts. From the softest mochi to towering parfaits, these aren't just treats. They're experiences that truly change the game. They show you a side of Japanese culture that mixes ancient traditions with the most amazing modern twists. These sweets are beautiful, full of flavor, and honestly, they'll completely rethink how you plan your next trip. Whether it's an unexpected find at a convenience store or a delicate wagashi during a tea ceremony, these 12 treats add layers of fun and flavor you simply can't miss. So, if you're ready to keep uncovering these surprising truths about Japan, the unique spots and tastes no other guide shows you, then stick with us. Hit that subscribe button, because there is always more to explore.